Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Action. Okay, the first thing we want to talk about is types of photographies. We want to list the different types of photographies. The reason why we want to do that is because you cannot do every type of photography. Also, you cannot do photography and videography. Technically, you can do it. However, they are not the same skills. They are two different skills. So in order to do both, you will have to learn both. In order to do multiple types of photography very well, in an excellent manner, you will have to learn each one of them separately and actually concentrate on learning that type. So let's go over them real quick. If you simply go on Google and then you put in types of photography, a nice list will come up with examples of the different types of photographies. So here it says popular on the web. If you put types of photography, it says portrait photography, fashion photography, wedding, still life, street, photojournalism, macro, landscape, wildlife, documentary, astrophotography, sports, travel, event photography, architectural, fine art, underwater, product, food, aerial photography, abstract, infrared, candid, night photography, stock photography, and commercial photography. So if we were to count only the one listed on the first Google page, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 different types. So I'm gonna change up the list a little bit and actually write it down so that it's clear for me at least. So we have 26 types. So if I write down this list and tweak it based on what I know, I have this one. I have a different type of list when I write it down. So this one says portrait, still life, landscape, food, travel, product, commercial, landscape, no, not landscape, lifestyle, editorial, sports, wildlife, macro, event, fashion, wedding, newborn, street photography, photojournalism, weather, etc., documentary, stock photography, architectural, real estate, astronomy, we put those together, nighttime, artsy, long exposure, we put those together, underwater, aerial, fine art, abstract, candid, and I added amateur, which is people who don't do it as a hobby. So those will be amateur. So we're gonna count them up, list them up, but these are the type of photography that we are familiar with. When you get started as a photographer, anyway, you kind of touch each and every one of those, or at least 5 of them, and then you focus on 1 or 2. Rarely you find someone who will be able to do 3 types of photography very well. So if you're looking for a certain type of photography and you need it done very well, then you need to hire someone who does it. Now, I very often meet photographers who will tell you, hey, I do it all. I'm a photographer. I'm a professional. I went to school for it. However, when you look at the work they do, you can easily pinpoint what they are very good at. I know this photographer who lived not too far from me, and she does multiple types. She does landscape, she does nighttime, she also does people, and she does babies. But the newborn photography she does is just excellent. She's just very good at it. But she will never agree. Oh, she also does school. She goes to the schools and takes photography there as well. But the newborn is just what she's very good at, but she will never accept that, and she probably never agree to just specialize in newborn because perhaps she thinks, hey, there's no money in there. But you can see clearly what someone is good at. I know another photographer who's very good at portrait, but he does other things such as he does real estate, he does event, and he dabbles in product. But again, when you look at the work he does, you can see clearly this is what you're good at. So if you were to be hiring someone, then it's your responsibility to know, to decide what they're good at, because most photographers will not, most photographers, at least at the mid-level, they're not gonna say, hey, I specialize in this. Hey, I do this. They'll just wanna do multiple types. At the top tier, you will have photographers who specialize in things. For example, they will do fashion and that's it. You have other photographers who do landscape and that's it. Yes, they will dabble in the other things, but they know it's just dabbling. They know what their bread and butter, what gives them money, will be that type.